I hope it was staged. I hope it's staged because sometimes people do hardcore. Some people do hardcore pro wrestling.
We're talking about Rampage Jackson, the son of UFC legend Quentin Rampage Jackson, who brutally attacked a pro wrestler during a live wrestling event in California. And this wasn't just some heated altercation or a scuffle gone wrong. This was an absolute vicious beatdown, live on camera, with over 20 unanswered punches on an unconscious man. The wrestler was known as Syko Stu, who currently is still in the ICU as I'm recording this video, fighting for his life. So everything went down at Knock X Pro's Knock Experience event in Sun Valley, California. Rampage Jackson was there at this wrestling organization, pretty local if we're being honest. He was of course streaming the whole thing on Kick. Several clips of Rampage Jackson and his son live on Kick, always doing shenanigans, doing some degenerate stuff, you know, sometimes funny, sometimes cringe. But
I have to. Who told him to take his shoes off?
I walked in the room the other day. He had some big fat white chick in there spread eating her ass. Let you come train by yourself. Look at you. You ain't even stretching. He over there doing the bitch splits. He over here next to Matt. He over here next to Matt. And I walk in here. You over here just hanging out.
But it's something they really got into, especially Rampage Jackson, and of course him and his son have been a tag team for live streaming. So early in the night, things got a little heated when Syko Stu, the wrestler who would later end up hospitalized, smashed a can over Rampage Jackson's head outside the venue. Now,
Don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, hey, I think that's a little. Oh, you don't show it?
Now, this was apparently a misunderstanding. Stu thought Raja was a fellow performer, saying in character as a heel, but here's the thing, Raja wasn't a worker. Naturally, he was pissed off. Other wrestlers immediately told Stu he went too far, and to his credit, Stu apologized not once, not twice, but 3 different times within minutes. It looked like cooler heads had prevailed. At that point, it seemed like water was under the bridge. Raja was even invited to be part of the show in a light-heated staged way where he'd come in, take Stu down, maybe throw a fake punch, and then pull away.
Yeah, let's do that. Hell yeah.
I have him run in on your shit. Your match. Don't fucking seal that.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's gonna all work out.
Yeah, as long as I can do that. Yeah.
It's all gonna work out.
All right, bet.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just wrestling theatrics, you know. That was supposed to be the plan. But of course, the inevitable effect of staying terminally online and live streaming, people get so engulfed in their chat. During the event, Roger started reading his chat because the embarrassment of Syko Stu knocking the can over his head was streamed, like I said earlier. Now, as he was going through his chat, this is where everything spiraled. His Kick viewers kept spamming him, calling him soft, saying he wasn't man enough if he didn't fight Stu for real.
GF, and the motherfucker hit me with a can, thought I was a pro wrestler and shit because I have a camera and stuff, and he's a little like fucked up, little drunk or something, and shit pissed me off, and I'm gonna have to get him back. They said I can go in the ring and get it that. I don't even know what I'm gonna do to him. You thought I was at a gay strip club. What the fuck?
Egged him on, rage baited him, and Raja let them get into his head.
I'm beating this guy's ass, bro. I'm trying to see how long I get to stay in there for. I don't know how long I get to stay in there.
Stream, he literally said, "I'ma hit him as many times as I can. I'ma hit him until someone pulls me off."
I'm shutting this fucking shit down, chat. Fuck this dude. I ain't gonna hurt him too bad though.
That right there is straight up premeditation. He said it himself. He wasn't going to play along. He was going to actually hurt Stu. The match was over. Roger stormed into the ring. He picked up Stu, slammed him into the mat, and it was bad enough that Stu did land on his head, but that impact alone knocked Stu out. But Raja didn't stop there. Instead, he unleashed 27 straight punches to Stu's unresponsive body, each blow smashing Stu's head against the canvas. He was already unconscious, possibly even flatlined, but Raja just kept on going. The only reason he didn't throw more punches Of course, other wrestlers jumped in the ring and physically dragged him off. Even then, Raja resisted, trying to push them through and keep hitting him. That is not just an assault, that's just attempted murder. Syko Stu was left bloodied, unresponsive, and rushed to the hospital. Reports say he flatlined in the ring and was in critical condition in the ICU. His long-term outlook is completely unknown. Brain damage, paralysis, or worse. There could be so many things that are on the table here. Raja, on the other hand, meanwhile, was seen on stream after the attack, not worried about Stu, not worried about what he had just done, but worried about what the chat thought.
Bro, this shit isn't fucking staged, bro.
You have your mic on you, right?
Yeah, I got my fucking mic. Think you should have hit me with a fucking beer can. I'm tired of everybody thinking I'm soft and weak and shit.
After the whole crazy thing, he still wanted to know what chat was thinking. He was literally checking his comments like, you think that was staged? You think I was weak? You think I look weak? This is someone who just destroyed another man's life, and the only thing on his mind is internet clout. Rampage Jackson later released a statement claiming Stu was stable and trying to frame this as a wrestling stunt gone wrong.
I hope it was staged. I hope it's staged because sometimes people do hardcore. Some people do hardcore pro wrestling.
He went to a pro wrestling event with his coach. Those pro wrestlers, they be just as crazy as MMA guys, right? The pro wrestling guy don't know my son, and he hit him over the head with like a can or a beer can or a bottle or something, and my son didn't know it. They didn't know it was coming. Didn't know. They didn't tell my son, and he hit my son over the head. I guess he thought my son was a pro wrestler or something, and Roger didn't react, but Roger didn't fight though. He didn't do anything because I told Roger not to get punched, but still nigga hit my son over the head. And then he asked my son, you ain't gonna sell it when you in pro wrestling? So this motherfucker that hit my son is stupid. So in order for me not to go to fucking jail, I gotta talk to his coach.
Footage and Raja's own words make that defense impossible. Raja said he planned to keep hitting until people pulled him off, and that's exactly what he did. Now here's the bigger issue. IRL streaming culture. This wasn't Raja Jackson losing his temper. This was a grown man being controlled by his chat, a swarm of anonymous viewers pushing him to commit real violence in real life, and he listened. This is the dangerous side of live streaming, honestly speaking. People doing outrageous, reckless, even criminal things because their chat eggs them on. And when the streamer has real combat skills like Raja, who has trained MMA and is actually an amateur professional fighter, that's a recipe for disaster. At the end of the day, Raja Jackson is 25 years old. He's not a kid. He knew what he was doing and it was recorded. Now his life is likely over. Not in the literal sense, but legally. He's facing charges that could put him away for years, and he deserves them. But the real victim here is Syko Stu, a guy who made a dumb mistake with a can, apologized multiple times, and then nearly paid for it with his life. This whole situation is horrifying, to be honest. It's sad for Stu, sad for his family, and sad for what streaming culture is turning into, because this wasn't a wrestling storyline. This wasn't entertainment. This was real violence, real blood, and maybe real unaliving, all because one man couldn't ignore a chat full of strangers. And this points back to something weird Rampage Jackson said back in the day. He talked about how he has money saved for his sons, because right off the bat, Raja, for example, he knew was not someone who was gonna go to college. He has saved some money for his other children who he believes would go to college, but someone like Raja, he knew right away.
And his oldest son, whole life, I knew them two wasn't going to college. And my two Japanese kids, I knew that it was going to college. So I saved up college tuition for the two Japanese kids and bail money for Roger and his brother. So don't fuck with him.
This man said he has money saved for his son for whenever he goes into jail. So don't mess with him. It just puts things into perspective. I mean, when you look at someone like Rampage, who, like I said earlier, is always out in the streets doing some degenerate stuff, disrespecting reporters and getting into people's faces, overreacting to things like that. A lot of crazy moments have been caught on camera with Rampage Jackson. All right, so you can only imagine the things that Raja has seen behind closed doors. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Do you think Rampage Jackson is finished? Should he be charged with attempted murder? And what do you think this says about IRL streaming culture as a whole? It's a sad one, honestly speaking. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
I hope it was staged. I hope it staged because sometimes people do hardcore. Some people do hardcore pro wrestling,